Hi everyone, I am outside here in my shade garden with all of these beautiful hostas and other shade-loving plants, and I am going to be doing something especially fun this morning, and that is unboxing some more hosta. So this box arrived from New Hampshire Hostas. They are not a sponsor, but I have ordered from them before and had some great luck. They also carry some really different hostas that you might not see at your local nursery. So it's always fun to go on their website and see what they have. Last year I started purchasing some miniature hostas. So miniature hostas usually have pretty small leaves and they don't get too big. They're just really cute. I have some behind me here. There's a whole mouse series. I have School Mouse and Sun Mouse and Crazy Mouse. I have another small one called Munchkin Fire. I love the names that they give these small little hostas. So when I was online and looking for hostas, I went to New Hampshire Hostas and they have a whole section on miniature hostas. And of course, I couldn't resist on some new ones that I hadn't seen before. Let me show you what I found. This is Giantland Mouse Cheese. So I think that that's hilarious. Here we are. You can see how small the leaves are. They're a little curled here too. And this is actually a yellow seedling from, I believe they said it was from Sun Mouse. So this is one of their specialty items, and it will join my miniature collection here. It says right on it, mini. It will get to still be a nice little mounded clump, but the leaves stay this small, which we know some hosta leaves can get huge, so this is really a unique piece. A lot of people like to keep these miniature hostas in little planters too, where you can bring them up more to eye level and really appreciate them. Oh, this is so cute. Let me fluff them out a bit. So here we have teaspoon hosta, and the reason it's called teaspoon hosta is that the leaves are actually about the size of a teaspoon and they're slightly cupped like a spoon would be. This is just adorable, and I loved the picture of how this clump looks with all these little baby cupped leaves. As I'm saying this to you, I'm thinking that the rabbits are probably sitting all around here going, yay, she got us more hosta. Okay, here we have lSmooch. I just think that is such a cute name. I love how lemony these leaves are. They have that nice sort of ripply long look to them, but once again this falls into the miniature category here. But just look how nicely a pairing of the darker leaves that are green with the lemon really could look, especially in the shade. It'll just really stand out. One more hosta in here, and this one I would say is more of a medium-sized hosta. It's called Velvet Moon. A little scrunched, but let me show you. It has a darker green center with those brighter margins on each side, and that is just so pretty. I love something like that with the variation in the leaves. Going to be gorgeous. So along with these four hosta here, I was really lucky that going to one of our local nurseries, I picked up 3 of the Stained Glass Hosta. And I purchased some of these last year and loved them. Now, since these are from a nursery, you always want to make sure that you are getting them from a nursery that you are confident in, that they are aware of the hosta virus X that is around, and that they're careful not to carry plants like that. Now, I tend to be super cautious because I do not want to introduce that virus into my shade garden, and I have purchased a testing kit. I did test the Stained Glass Hostas last night just to make sure that they were negative for the virus, and they are. So now I feel very confident adding them into the landscape. I won't have at the back of my mind, uh-oh, did I just go and ruin all of my hostas? I have a link to a video that I did to show you how you can test hostas for that, signs to look for if a hosta is infected with hosta virus X, and I'll link that down below for you. I still have quite a bit to do in my shade garden, and of course the wonderful decisions of deciding where to put new hostas. Before we go, I just want to show you how beautifully our climbing hydrangea is blooming. So our climbing hydrangea is pretty much in full bloom right now, and you can see that the flowers that it has are very unique in that they get an outer rim of little florets, and then the inside is where our pollinators would come, and they look like little tiny sort of beads, little buds, and so pretty. Now on the other side of the hydrangea here, we have a lot more blooms. Here are some of them, and they just look gorgeous. This is the first hydrangea that blooms in my yard, and it's an early one for anyone who has a climbing hydrangea. It is awesome. I will be updating you on where I decide to put my hostas, how they do, and whether I can keep the bunnies away from them. As you can tell, a number of the hostas behind me have had a number of nibbles along the way, and I'm pretty sure that the rabbits think that this is just the best salad bar ever. One of the ways I'm trying to protect my hosta from the rabbits is to put some cloches over them. So these are from Gardener's Supply. They're beautiful. They work really well. I also ordered some cheap waste paper baskets from Amazon, and they work really well for my smaller hosta too. I then just take a landscape pin and I can pin it down one place. It seems to do a good job. Then if anybody's coming over to look at the garden, I quickly take them off, and they look like they're doing great. Please like and subscribe below. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.